Ooh. I ride our bikes around the halls. Hello, 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 hello. It is Wednesday, the 2nd of December 2020, and we are officially on the 28th day of the lockdown live stream, the last one. Although I will complain and say the government told us that we're going to stay in lockdown until the 2nd, as in the way they worded it is that on the 2nd we're still in lockdown, but they kind of opened everything up today on what they termed as Wild Wednesday, where all the shops were having like crazy sales and everybody was out packed. Debenhams was shutting down, so there was like 70% off online, and there was like queues for this online shop. But yeah, so the government got it wrong, not me. Otherwise, why if it does 27 days? Like 28 days makes sense. 4 weeks. They said 4 weeks. Today is the 28th day. So, you know, I'm correct, they're wrong. So you know how it is. But yes, so it is the last day. I'm wearing my fluffy little pink because it was super cold, and this thing is just so warm. Yes, I do have only just like warm things. I am the worst person in the summer. I don't have anything that cool. So, but yes, it's day 28. I've made it. I've streamed every single day of this lockdown. Some of the streams were quite short, some of them were long rambling messes of absolute waffle. But I did it, and I'm happy, and I'm proud of myself. It's an achievement. So I will continue doing live streams, but I probably won't do, no, there's no probably, I'm definitely not doing them every single day. Like, trying to work everything out is just chaos. But I will do more live streams, and I will do them for a bit. I'll do them for like longer, but like there'll be fewer. Maybe like once a week, probably on a weekend as well. Probably like a Saturday or a Sunday. And then, ooh, do I want to do a Saturday? Saturday's my nap day. I'll figure it out, but it will be done. But yes, so it has been very rubbish. Yeah, we're in December now. I put up a video on my Instagram for October. What I do is I take pictures every single day of something. It could be like me working, the outside, anything, food, like mundane normal stuff for every single day. And then there's this app I use called 1 Second Every Day, and I make it into a little video, and it like just tracks the whole month for you, and then eventually after you do the month you do the whole year. So I've officially done 11 months now, and I put up November's one today. So it was just, I didn't realise I'd taken so many pictures whilst being a house mouse, because it was like October I struggled to find pictures and struggled to remember to do it, and there's days missing. Same for September actually. But like November I had more than enough pictures, and I was like, house mouse was kind of busy. So I posted that, go check it out, it's on my Instagram and my Twitter. But yeah, so November's done, the lockdown is done, shops are open. London is in tier 2, so bars, clubs and gyms are reopening, but with rules obviously. So if you do plan to go out, be safe. Like, there's no point us having a lockdown for the numbers to go up again after the lockdown. It makes no sense. Like, they should be going down. But yeah, so this was an adventure. It was a nice experiment to do. And I know yesterday I said I want to talk about the things that, like, to end this lockdown live stream, I want to talk about the things that I was grateful for, because I'll be honest, this year has been shitty. So many people have passed away, like a lot of people that I don't know, and then personal family members as well. And loads of people have lost their jobs, some people have lost their homes, cars, like schools have been disrupted, like so much stuff has happened. People have been in a really, really bad mental state. me included. Like, as much as I enjoy being solitary, it's sometimes not the best thing to constantly be in the same environment day after day after day. I do need to get into a routine again where I actually leave the house, and even if it's just for a walk for like 30 minutes, just to go outside, get some fresh air. Although snow is coming and I don't do snow. I do not do snow. So yeah, but I have to say, this has been like, personally for me, it's been an absolutely fantastic year, financially and business wise. Like, going into, like, I was already self-employed-ish and I was running around doing loads of different things, but stepping back from a couple of the things that I was doing and focusing just on my private tuition and my students, like, especially earlier in the year, and now I've been kind of teaching in school and privately, but I get to focus more on my kids, and it's been amazing and relaxing, and like seeing the improvements is fabulous. Plus the fact that like I can now plan ahead, because I'm like, school isn't full time, so I have time to sit here and plan every lesson. I tend to do like 6 weeks lesson plans every half term for each individual student. That way I know what I'm doing, but then sometimes they'll be like, oh, can we do this? And it's fine, I don't mind being flexible, but it allows me, I have all the work ready, it's all here on my computer, it's all waiting for me, I can easily get it. Finally bought ink for the printer, but I don't need to print things off constantly and or forget things, or if I give them sheets and they're like, oh, I forgot last week's sheets, it's just annoying, because you're like, well, what are we supposed to do now, because we're supposed to continue on with that. Or them saying, I don't have my book, I don't have my pen, like, none of that is there. So for me, it's been fabulous. And then being able to meet so many different international students, introducing them to the channel so that they could use the videos, remembering how to teach IGCSE has been kind of hard, but like, the only difference is the way they do the exams, but the content is basically the same. So that's been good for me, that's been fun, that's been interesting. Being able to fit more people in because I don't have to travel has been wonderful. I'm finally working on my website where I can do online bookings, because I need to keep things a bit more organized. I have more kids at the moment than I have time, and there's a waiting list, so I'm trying to organize it so I can fit people in a bit more. I'll probably, and now that I'm no longer doing the lockdown live stream, I can do a few more hours in the evening, so that'll be quite good. Although to be honest, lockdown live stream was only like whatever student counted most of the time. I had like the first few weeks was scheduled for 9 every single night, but then I realized I can just kind of do it whenever. But yeah, so it's been good. So it's nice. I'm grateful for a lot of things that have happened. It's been a crappy year for a lot of people, and I understand that for most people it's not been the best. Like, I've got siblings who've had to change jobs, and others who like had to change the way they work because they are at higher risk and that sort of thing. So, and my parents not being able to go out and socialize with my dad and his gang of old guys. Literally, everyone always jokes about it, but you'll literally see my dad and his little crew of old guys, all their walking sticks, like just marching around Woolwich and just chatting nonsense about everyone and everything, and it's hilarious. Like, not in nonsense in a bad way. They're not the aunties. The aunties know who the aunties are. The aunties know exactly what the aunties do, and the aunties know why nobody likes the aunties. But yeah, so it's been interesting, and it's so strange that it's already December. Like, I remember my birthday, which is in January, I was out with friends and we were talking about, we were talking about it being on the news, and the fact that I just ordered outfits and stuff from Wish, and it was being shipped from China to here, and then they were like, oh, but what if like customs and everything stops it, and we were talking about it in January, and then it's been 11 months since then, and so much has happened. And the thing is, I told everybody we were going into lockdown. As soon as I heard that that's what China did, I was like, it makes sense what they did, and we're going into lockdown. And it's interesting that no one believed me until we went into lockdown, and I'd set everything up. I'd already told all of my students that I was going online. I'd ended my contract with the school I was at. So I kind of planned it. But yeah, it's been, like I said, it's been a pretty crappy year, but there are a lot of things that we can be grateful for. Such as the fact that I've realised, as much as I love technology does not love me back. Oh, during this whole like live stream and stuff, I'm kind of proud of myself for being able to figure out how to work OBS and being able to stream and like play. Like, I didn't think I'd be able to do that, so I learned new skills. Although the other day that was like, when you're going back to do your masters and doesn't seem to understand. I'm too happy being the teacher and I don't want to be the student. Like, I am finished. So yeah, so it's been hard, but there are positives to look forward to. There's things that we should always be grateful for and say alhamdulillah for, because we just should. There's no actual, we should be grateful. Gratitude doesn't mean you forget the bad things, it just means you appreciate the good. Because let's be honest, I don't think anyone has had a good year. Nobody has had a good year, but as much as we've hated this year, it hasn't been 100% bad. You need to appreciate the little things. And yeah. Wow, this went really deep and serious. I was not planning this. This was supposed to be like a happy thing, just to celebrate the fact that I made it to 28 days of consecutively streaming. I didn't miss a single day. Some of the streams were a bit shorter. I think like the shortest one was about 16 or 17 minutes, which is still pretty substantial. And the longest one was like over 2 hours. That day was just a fun Sunday. I was just gaming. That was defeating Zeus. That was me being champion. But yeah, so it's a time to be happy. Like, it's December, Christmas is coming. Don't celebrate it, but it's a wonderful excuse and chance for me to sit at home for 2 weeks and sleep in the mornings. Or I still have my students in the evenings, so I get to sleep in the morning, and it's gonna be amazing. Like, I'm going to enjoy it so much. Plus, now that I won't be working anymore, and I'll be able to have a bit more time to actually go back to learning. I went back onto Hello Talk and haven't been back since. I'm terrible. Why don't I do this to myself? If you're wondering what that was, it was a little brush. There was some dust here and I wanted to get rid of it. I have a little brush that I keep in my pencil case. One of my pencil cases anyway. But yeah. But still, I'm happy. I'm happy. I've done quite a bit. I've achieved a lot. And yeah. But yeah, a little while ago I was just talking to my brother about the fact that they called today Wild Wednesday, so there was queues outside of shops. What made me laugh is the fact that there was queues outside of JD Sports on Oxford Street. So JD Sports is, as you can tell by the names, a shop that literally only sells It's a shop that only sells sportswear. So trainers, tracksuits, hats, like workout clothes. It does sell like coats and things, but and like woolly hats, but it's all basically like sports stuff like Nike, Adidas, Mackenzie, Champion, that sort of stuff. Occasionally they'll throw in an Armani tracksuit for weird reasons. But yeah, so there was queues outside of JD on Oxford Street, and people were trying to get in. What made me really, really baffled was the fact that JD had been doing online sales this entire time. They hadn't actually stopped, so people could literally go and buy them. So I don't know if it was because people needed to try things on, but at this point you should know your shoe size, your trainer size. Like, it's not gonna change suddenly during lockdown. You're not suddenly gonna go from a size 5 to a size 7 surprisingly and be like, oh no. But even if it doesn't, you can always send it back. So it was just such a funny sight to see. And then like everyone's cramming into the shopping parks, and like there's queues of cars, and like obviously some of the shopping park near me is actually on the news. It has like this weird one-way system, so you end up stuck if you're trying to get out, and all these other cars, and it's just crazy. And I was like, and then obviously there's the Arcadia group has gone into administration, Debenhams has gone into administration, Bon Marché has gone into administration. So there's all these shops that sell clothes that are like trying to get rid of their stock and doing like flash sales, so people are like queuing up for that, and it's crazy. I'm like, do you really need all of this? Do you need to be risking everything for this? Like, the only thing I would want to do is get food, but that again requires me to go to the outside. My mom literally was trying to get me to leave the house today, and I was like, oh no, like, so much work. And the worst thing is, I said to her, it's so much work to put on clothes and a hijab. Bear in mind, I am dressed and have been since this morning when I was teaching, apart from the fact that I'm wearing pajama bottoms. And she's like, all you've got to do is just put on trousers and leave. And I was like, no, that's such a task. I can't do that. And it's just like, my mum has no idea how to deal with me anymore. She's literally just given up on me. I think she just doesn't get me. But no, it was good. It was really good. I'm happy that I did this. I'm happy that I made it to 28 days. I'm happy to everyone who's made it to 28 days with me. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful for anyone who's popped in, anyone who sent a message, anyone who's chatted with me, who's made it less lonely. Because I will be honest, there are many days when I was streaming and like nobody was talking. Even if people did pop in, they popped out again. Nobody would actually message, and it was quite lonely. And I'm trying to think of topics, which is why out of the 28 videos, including today's, I would say about 20 of them are pure and utter pure and utter rubbish. Waffle of the highest order. But still, I did it. And I'm happy. I'm happy. We'll wait and see if there is a lockdown 3. I don't know if I'll do streams again for lockdown 3. We'll see. But yeah, so I've done it. I am happy. I am thankful. Thank you so much for doing this with me. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, please share, like, and subscribe. I haven't said this for days because you were going to see me the next day. This time you're not. Just go to my social medias, my Instagram, my Twitter, and show your love. Show more love, actually. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'll see you when I see you. I don't know when that's going to be. But thank you.